Young Miami says she does not work on her back and her knees after saying that she works on her back and her knees. The IQ on this one. BBN Jack first. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Young Miami, she goes on Hollywood Unlocked, basically the Jason Lee show. And while on the Jason Lee show, she calls herself a whore. Okay. Now I want to be clear about this because I'm going to do some more explaining a little bit later. Because if this isn't backtracking, I don't know what to tell you. So apparently, while on the Jason Lee show, so I saw this clip, and I mean, wowzers. So when she was explaining, she called herself a whore. She was like, I'm a whore, I'm a little whore, or something like that, right? This is not allegedly, she did this. And she specifically said, I'm a whore with a W's. So I need y'all to go into the dictionary term for, like, if you want to go look up what that means specifically, and it means a prostitute. I just want to be clear about this. She went on the Jason Lee show, Hollywood Unlocked. She called herself a whore. And then while her and Jason Lee was joking about it, she wanted it to be recognized, or, you know, she wasn't alluding to anything. She was pretty clear. It was whore with a W. So, in her defense, I mean, I don't know no other way to spell whore. It's always with a W. So, I think, like I told y'all before, I don't even think she knows what a sex worker is. I like the point being is, I think she knows what she was doing, but even though she knows that that's sex work, I don't think she considers it to be sex work. You know, she's slow. At least that's what this interview would at least allude to if you've never heard her speak previously. But if you have heard her speak previously, you probably get the gist. With that being said, for everybody that don't know, allegedly now she's his ex-girlfriend, Diddy's. She's 30 right now, by the way. So allegedly she's Diddy's ex-girlfriend. I do not know if they're seeing each other still. I don't have the slightest idea. And also, she was never Diddy's girlfriend. I guess she was, like, in the way that a pimp has a girlfriend, because just so we could be clear, she could have been his bottom bitch. So that's why she was saying girlfriend. With that also being clear, if we are to listen to these accusations that's coming out about Diddy, about his behavior, we have to assume that, yes, he's a pimp. A real life pimp. Is that why he had those shiny suits on? So she goes on Access Hollywood, and a couple of things happen. I'm going to tell you what her response to the thing that happened is first. Well, I'll tell you what happened. So she goes on Access Hollywood. She talks all the whore talk. I'm a whores over years with the W's. And then I'm thinking the next thing that happened was 50 Cent actually dropped a post. 50 Cent he just going at people. And in 50 Cent's Instagram post, it says, it's okay to be a whore. Just make sure you are overpaid. See a sucker, catch a sucker, sucker dry. You go, girl. LSW, laugh out loud. So I'm assuming after this dropped, because I'm not 100% on the chain of events. If anybody else is, please put it down in the comment section. So I'm assuming after this dropped is when she came out and she said that basically it was taken out of context. She's saying, when I was calling myself a horse with a W, I really meant something else. So apparently, and this is where the accountability thing kind of weighs in. Like, we really do got accountability problem. I don't want to say we got accountability problem with our women. We just got accountability problem in general, just so we can be clear. But this is where the accountability problem came in. And she basically says, in that clip, she was playing around. She has a gay cousin. Is that dude her cousin? The guy that, I don't know. The guy that keeps talking about he wants to bang academics. Just put his name down in the comment section. I forget what that guy's name is. In any regard. So she says, they be playing around, calling each other whore this and whore that. No, baby girl. I'm going to let you know what happened. He knows what you're doing. He's probably doing some of the same things. You are both whores. If this is true. Allegedly. In any regard. Then she puts out a comment. She says, it's slang. Well, she didn't put out a comment. She said this. And this is quote. It's slang that we say to each other. That's what I was trying to explain to Jason, because he's gay and he got what I was trying to say. I am not a prostitute. I never sold cat a day in my life. First of all, if you went to a Diddy freak off and you got any kind of deal, money, anything after the Diddy freak off at all, that was your payment. So you have been paid if you've ever been to a Diddy freak off. Also, I remember she was beefing with somebody a while back, and she made it a point to say, well, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I just lay around getting her, cat licked all day and drinking champagne. Yeah, I understand what's going on now. We all do. You've been snitching on Diddy since day one. In any regard. Also, just so we could be clear, in the Rodney Jones lawsuit against Diddy, he claims that the mogul bragged about paying Young Miami a monthly stipend. The lawsuit also claimed Young Miami served as a drug mule for Diddy. So she's just not very smart. She's, how, so we have a clip. I don't know if I'm going to insert the clip or not. I might not. But we have a clip where, I'm going to insert the clip.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up, like, where do you think they gotta go to? From your point of view, you know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they gotta do it a whole new way, a different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from these Diddy bopping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on the motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. You call them astronauts. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
Or something.
Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous. Like, you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
So basically, Young Miami tried to be famous. So with that being said, I just don't think this girl is not very smart. I'm gonna call her a girl. She's just not very smart. In any regard, 50 Cent did clarify he did not intend to hurt Young Miami's feelings. I think he's looking at it the same way I'm particularly looking at it. Like, this girl is, she's not the brightest bulb in the box. So let's not go at her. She doesn't have the wherewithal to deal with banter of any kind, so in any regard, Young Miami comes out. She says she's not a sex worker, despite insisting she was. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one.
I'ma need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a game. Go play Tetris or something. Word is born. Call me guns, I'm not gonna never tell it on my brother. Word is born, I'ma keep, and I put that on my mother. Fresh from the streets, and I rap it like no other. Say more to the heat, y'all can go and kiss each other. Niggas think that they crazy, what's a knife to a gun? If I can't get the pops, I'ma go get his son. Oh, I heard he got a daughter, tell that little bitch run.